What's good, guys? It's Chef Balo the Great here, and back with another video. And today, the video that I'm making is oxtail. My favorite meal, your favorite meal, your grandmother's favorite meal, your uncle, your auntie, your niece, your nephew, everybody's favorite meal, oxtail. And if it's not, after this recipe, it will be. So just give me about 5 minutes. Let me grab these ingredients, get them together, and we'll be right back. Boom, bam, bing, bang!
Chef Barlow is the champion cook in your town. Outside of skills, he's just fun to be around. Dependable and mobile, quick to reach your door. You lick your fingers and ask for more.
We have the oxtail. Like I said, this is just $30 worth of oxtail. Nothing, as you can see, because oxtail is about $10.99 to $12.99 a pound here. So these big pieces of fat, they have no use to me. So let's get rid of them, okay? And you know, the funny thing about it, even though I'm making the oxtail from the book, I didn't even check to see if I have all the ingredients. So I'm just gonna flow with it and show you that even if you don't have all the ingredients, you know, there's some things you can do differently, you know, to make up for it. So it's the beauty of Caribbean cooking. You don't need everything all the time. So all we do, we just get off these fat pieces. That's it, you know. You can, some people like the fat on there, you know, or there's this misconception people like to say you can burn off the fat. And you don't really burn off the fat. All you do is render it down into oil. And if you ever see somebody that have really oily oxtail, that's the #1 reason. They probably don't go through this step here to cut it off. They say they're gonna just burn it. And what they end up doing is just turning all this into oil. And nothing else happens to this. This just is gonna render into oil. So you see, by the time I cut this down and off the fat, I have less and less oxtail. This is like, I wanna cry right now. But it's so funny because when you tell people, you know, when we do catering and people order oxtail, they order oxtail pastas, you know, things of that nature, and they wonder why the price is the way it is. Well, it's because we're paying $10.99 to $12.99 for oxtail. And let me just tell you what that's like. That's like you ordering lobster right now, to give you an idea of where you're at with oxtail. And actually, I think lobster might be a little bit cheaper. Around the same price, yeah. So again, I don't need every last piece of fat. Just get off as much as you can. But see, it's just gonna take this thing down to nothing. Nothing at all. By the time we're done. Gotcha. That's it, nothing, guys. Again, get the fat off of this thing. Oxtail is one of my favorite things, you know. One time I did stop eating meat, and I went to a restaurant, and the guy before me ordered an oxtail with extra gravy, and I was doing good. I wasn't eating meat for a long time, and when that lady opened up that box, boy, why she did that, I have no idea. What was the point? Just get a man his food. And she opened up the box. The only words that could come out of my mouth after that was, "Give me one just like that." And that's how I went back to eating meat. It was just that simple. All right, so all the oxtail is shaved up, meat trimmed up. That's it. So let's go wash it. I'm gonna take some lime and clean up this. And all of our meat, we do this. If you don't do it, that's up to you. You know, to each their own. That's why in the Caribbean, they always say, be careful where you eat from. So you guys do what you want. You feel like you don't need to do this, that's fine. This doesn't kill germs in the sense of bacteria. I go over this in all my videos. I don't know why I have to go over it, but people always like to talk about, oh, you don't need to wash your meat. You don't do it, that's fine. But what we know is we getting all the little impurities and then scent. And you see all of this water, this thing here, that's what you don't want. Okay. okay, and the rawness of the meat. All right, so you take the limes and clean it. Get a nice little clean on it. I'm not gonna bore you guys with this. That's that. And then all you do, rinse off that water, that fat. Rinse it back off. All of that into it. Now, what people don't realize is you're gonna be making this in a stew, so you don't need all the blood out of it and all of that. Yeah, that's when you're making a steak, guys. Flaring it on the grill. When we're doing it this way, this is like a stew. You don't need to worry about all of that. So there you go. That's it. Cleaned. Season it up. Need some scallions. I use a lot of the fresh seasoning. All right. And I have some pimento seeds here. Yeah, the scallions in here. All right. And I have some thyme. Just one big sprig, but I need some for the rice and peas, so don't need so much for that. Oxtail. And then we have the onion, right? And this is just a regular white onion. And just chop this up. All right. That's that. And then I have some minced garlic, and I also have some browning, and we have all-purpose Maggi seasoning, and then we have the Sazon complete seasoning, and some salt. What else I have? Oh, let's go over here. And we have some black pepper, okay? I also have a little bit extra allspice, guys, and this is adobo. That's pretty much it, because we're gonna use the natural seasoning for everything else, all right? Got our cleaned oxtail. So all we're gonna do, we take our complete seasoning, like 2 tablespoons, all right? That's the Maggi all-purpose, sorry. And then this is the complete seasoning. And then I'm gonna take some allspice powder, fresh cracked black pepper. Fresh cracked is the best for me. I love it. And then some salt. A little bit of adobo. This is not necessary, but if you want to do it, fine. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little of our onions. Some of the time, not all of it, because I need some to put in after. Right? And then our garlic. And a little of our browning. Yeah, some people don't bother put this in now. You can put it in later. And then we give that a mix. And we're gonna let this sit for like in the fridge, covered. I don't know, I like to make it sit for at least half an hour, hour, minimum an hour. But if I can, overnight is fine, all right? And that's the seasoning, now we're gonna brown it up. All right, so get a little oil in there, all right? Let that get heated. Let's see, it's almost hot. Then we're gonna get the oxtails in there. All right, let's get this brown up. We're gonna get the oxtails in here. We're gonna brown them lightly, and then slow cook this thing down. Now this process, like I told you before, a lot of people would have done this, and for them, they're not trimming the oxtail fat off because they're doing this part of the deal, and they know that, okay, this is what they mean by they burn off the fat. And let me tell you, some people like the fat on their oxtails. It's not, so there's no real way, right or wrong way to do this. Personally, I don't like it. But I know a lot of people love that fat on the oxtail. So then, this is a necessary step. Now once we get this browned up nice, I'm just gonna add some beef broth. And that's it. We're gonna let this simmer down and spring its own little water. Cook that down. Alright, and then we're done. That's it. That's our oxtail. It's gonna take about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, you know. And the last half hour is when we make the gravy. Alright, so I'll be back. Okay, so let's get the rice on. This is jasmine rice. Jasmine rice is one of my favorite rice to use. Some people use basmati or just your regular long grain, but personally, I love jasmine rice, especially with rice and peas. So we're just gonna wash the rice, you know, give it a good wash about 3 times. We'll do it kind of until the water runs somewhat clear, and you know, you get off all of that excess starch, because if not, you're gonna have sticky rice. So I'm putting this into a container here so that I can add it to the pot later, because I need this pot. We're using canned peas, and for me, we always make sure we rinse our peas. I don't like that it's sitting in that water, you know. Some people put it straight in the pot. I don't think it damages you or anything like that, but personally, it's just not something we like to do. So we're just gonna add a little coconut oil, some scallion, the thyme, pimento, the rest of the garlic that we have left over, and a little bit of water and a piece of ginger. And I'm using coconut cream and coconut milk, you know. So the coconut milk is from the coconut, fresh coconut. Normally we use fresh coconut. I just didn't have any at all, so the coconut cream is a good replacement. And you add a little salt. I use the coarse sea salt because it just gives it a better flavor. And these are the little tiny Scotch bonnets that I have on the tree outside. I don't have any Scotch bonnet. I had to save this for the rice. I couldn't even use any in the oxtail. And a little black pepper, and bring this to a boil. And then now we're gonna just add our clean and rinsed jasmine rice and just get that in there, you know. So we bring the water to a boil, then I add the rice, and then I give it a stir. Now for me, with the rice, I want this kind of shelly, so you can see it doesn't have as much water. I wait till the water gets to about the level where you can just about see the rice, and then we cover it with a piece of foil and put it down to low on your fire, and just let this go for about maybe 20-25 minutes maximum, and you'll be done with that. Let's check on that oxtail real quick. This has been going for about 2 hours now on super low. Like I said, it's going to take 2.5-3 hours depending on the cut of the oxtail. These are cut to 1-inch cut. Sometimes people cut them thinner than this, sometimes thicker. So we're going to go ahead and put in the rest of the seasonings that we had, the garlic and the onion and scallion and those things, and go ahead and let this go for another half hour or so. While we're doing that, we'll check the rice, And as you can see, the rice is nice and flaky and done. And we're just gonna go ahead and get out the little aromatics, the scallion and the ginger and all the pimento seed, because one thing I hate is when you bite into pimento seed. And the best time to do it is right before you start fluff up the rice, because everything rises to the top. So this is the smartest time to do it, guys. Don't just start fluff up the rice and get rid of the thyme and stuff, okay? 40 minutes later, it's raining, so we have to use the artificial light, unfortunately. It's got dark. Just adding a little scotch bonnet and the butter beans, and we're done. It's time to go ahead and serve this now. Oh man, I wish you can smell this. It's so delicious. And here we have it. Oxtail, rice and peas, of course. We have salad and some pasta salad on the side too. And this was the easiest recipe you can think of. This is delicious. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It don't take much out of you. And respect. One love. See you at the next video.